Hello, this is Julianne at Casa de Influencia, and we are going to be talking today about our very special TEDx residential training retreat in Puerto Vallarta. It is from November the 27th until December the 3rd this year, 2023. And I am co-facilitating this retreat with Manon Bolliger, retired naturopathic doctor. Manon, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm really thrilled to be part of this because I think between Julie and I, we both have had TEDx talks, and we've been focused on the story, me from a therapeutic point of view, because to really hone in on what things are about is pivotal to what your life, the meaning of your life, which if you don't figure that out, it's very hard to heal. Anyway, that's a side point. So we're going to have an incredible curriculum, which I'm just going to share my screen now.
Yes, it's, the story part is so very important. Of course, I've been a book publisher for 13 years. And so I have been working with my authors, helping them with their story. And in fact, in the last 6 years, I've been helping my authors get TEDx talks. So this is something that coming together, we feel it's a very special offer in terms of helping people to understand what makes for a good TEDx talk. And so let me go through the agenda. Day one is Monday, 27th of November. We will be picking you up at the airport, and we will be bringing you directly to Casa de Influencia. We are located in Old Town, Puerto Vallarta. We are only 4 blocks from the beach, from the Malecon, from all of the amazing artisan stores. And so once we get you settled in, you're able to go out and explore a little bit before you come back for dinner. And the first thing we're going to talk about are the different types of story styles for your TEDx talk. Once we have established that over dinner, we're going to be ready for day 2, which is the first full day of workshop. We always start with a delicious breakfast. We're providing most of the meals for the itinerary. And we then immediately go into talking about the 5 styles of TED Talk. Now, by this time, you have probably already decided what style you want to do, because we are going to be doing pre-worksheets. So before you even arrive in Puerto Vallarta, you already would have known what style is going to suit your story and your presentation. We will go into detail in the worksheet how you can choose that different style, whether it's a personal story, it's a future projection of something that you would love to see the way it is in the future, or maybe it is just changing the perception of the way that we look at things in the world. Once we understand what the story style is, the next thing we're going to do is really drum in on the topic. And what is the topic that's going to start 1,000 conversations? TEDx, if you look on their website, it's very clear that TEDx stands for Ideas Worth Spreading. So we want to make sure that you have got an idea that is worth spreading and will start 1,000 conversations. So we're going to be helping you to understand how to create those questions. And then we end the day again with a group dinner.
Then on day 3, which is Wednesday the 29th, we will be building the idea in the mind of the audience, which is actually something we're going to start partially in day 1, because you'll see by the reaction to what you're saying whether it's actually an idea worth sharing in that sense. Then our focus will be on the narrative sequence and framework, which, for example, in my TEDx talk, I had 3 main points I wanted to share, and I used 3 patient cases to demonstrate it. So that's a simple example of that. We're also going to look at body language, voice awareness, which is tonation, and also the physical stage presence. Where is your past? where is that situated on the stage? How do you tell your story? That type of thing, which is really skills that are essential in a TEDx talk, because you're not moving necessarily everywhere. So we really need to have that awareness. Then day 4, well, I think we have breakfast and lunch, and then usually having time on the beach or wherever you need that time to really explore the best creative space for you to take all the thoughts and the ideas that you have so far and change or create what your speech.
Yes, the creative time is actually really important. And we will actually be visiting Los Arcos, which is a marine park that has 17 ley lines that actually cross at that point. It is a very spiritual site, and it is a very high vibrational site. By meditating and setting intentions at that site, you're actually linking with all the spiritual sacred places around the world, such as Stonehenge. And so it is a very, very powerful place. And once we get to the beach and we actually get some time to relax, you will notice that you will be feeling the intention of your speech and how you want to actually start those thousands of conversations. And actually, it's an idea that's worth spreading. So it's very important to have that creative time. And why don't we always want to have some beach time, right, Manon?
Absolutely. All right. And also there's wonderful places by the beach to write and create as well, right? So as well as at the retreat center itself, you know, we have views, little corners, balconies. It's a beautiful place to create.
Yes.
Okay, day 5, we'll have practice speech sessions where you can get individual feedback, which will be done in the podcast studios, and you'll get feedback from either of us or both of us, whatever is needed, while the rest of the group is on stage becoming stage aware, which is such a benefit because many of the TEDx trainings, you don't actually have a stage. So it feels very different when you take that into consideration. And then in the evening, we enjoy dinner together and we have a drumming circle on the rooftop while the sun sets.
Yes, the drumming circle is actually led by a Colombian drummer, and he really helps us to come together as a community. Everybody will have their own drum, and we really do come together as a community, and it's a very, very powerful session.
And then the day 6, which is November 7th, it's a dress rehearsal. And the day will start with a group breakfast where you prepare your speeches, and both Julie and I will be available for feedback, for tweaking, for all of that, because what we're preparing for is from 6 to 9, we will have a live international speaking event, which is also a fundraiser for silent auction for disabled kids in Vallarta, with VP guests and also media arriving at 6 p.m., who will perform speaker interviews and VIP guests. That's the word.
Yes. Yes. So Pesitos is an amazing charity here in Puerto Vallarta. It provides daycare and day schooling for disabled kids. Disabled children do not have the opportunity to go to school here in Puerto Vallarta. So it is the only charity that actually provides that facility in Puerto Vallarta. It is a very popular charity. So our VIP guests are wonderful philanthropists here in Vallarta. They are big influencers, and the media will be here as well. So it's going to be a truly attended and paid international speaking event, which means that at the end, when you go home on day 7, you can actually call yourself an international speaker. Now, that's going to be very important when you use that to apply, not just for any TEDx applications, but also if you want to get on speaker bureaus, or you want to pitch for a speech, you will have a reel. So that event will be recorded, and you will have a official reel of you talking on an international stage in Puerto Vallarta. Your speech will be somewhere between 10 and 18 minutes. 18 minutes is the maximum for a TEDx speech. And so we're going to be training you to make sure that you stay within that time limit. Now, we want to talk to you about a very special offer that we have. We are literally launching this today, and therefore the normal price for this is $4,000. $4,000, which includes 7 days and 6 nights, accommodation, food, excursions, and 2 trainers that are going to be teaching you on the TEDx 7-step formula. Now, what we want to do today, because it is the early bird, is we are going to offer you $2,995. Now, you have to book before July the 15th, but we want to make this even easier for you. So we are actually offering 6 payments of $499 over 6 months. So $499 US for 6 months, which is why you have to make the first payment before June the 26th, so that you're actually paid up before the actual event. Now, we do have something very, very special, because today is the book launch. So for the first 2 people that are going to register, we are actually offering an additional $500 discount. Now, that $500 discount means that the price you're paying for a week in Puerto Vallarta, with pretty much everything included, it is only $2,495, which is a really amazing, amazing deal. And so I'm very happy that we're going to be doing that. And Manon, I'm delighted that actually today we are launching this to the world.
And I wanted just one little addition here, is that you can also bring your partner for $997, and that includes their accommodation, meals, and excursions. So if they're not part of the retreat, but you want them there, it is a first come, first serve. It's space dependent, but that is also an option for you.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm very excited about this, and please take advantage of the special offer that is just available for this launch period. And make sure that you go to houseofinfluence.mx and houseofinfluence.mx for all of the information that we have just been talking about. And thank you so much, Manon, and I can't wait for you to be here in Puerto Vallarta.
You can see I've got all Mexican things behind me, right?
Absolutely. Okay, thanks so much. Bye.